Hello, and welcome to English Motivational Learning. Today, I want to share with you a truth that is as powerful as it is uncomfortable. Nothing in life is truly free. Every dream, every achievement, every success demands a price. Sometimes the price is time. Sometimes it is effort. Sometimes it is sacrifice. And often, it is discipline. The world will try to convince you that shortcuts exist, that you can win without sweat, that rewards can come without work. But deep down, you already know that is a lie, because everything worth having requires something worth giving. If you do not pay the price today, you will pay tomorrow in regret. Regret for the chances you missed. Regret for the goals you abandoned. Regret for the person you could have become but never did. Success never comes to those who only wish. It comes to those who act. It comes to those who wake up early, stay consistent, and keep moving even when it hurts. And here lies the key. Steady action is the true currency of greatness. Not talent, not luck, but the daily discipline to keep going when others quit. So remember this. Every step you take, every sacrifice you make, every effort you give, it all matters, because nothing is free, and the price you pay today is the investment that builds your tomorrow. Science confirms what life already teaches us. Growth does not happen in comfort. Muscles grow only when they are stressed, the mind sharpens only when it is challenged, and character is built only when it is tested by struggle. Discipline is not punishment. It is the training ground of greatness. Every time you wake up early, every time you push through fatigue, every time you choose focus over distraction, you are paying the price. And that price is what separates those who wish from those who win. Studies show that habits compound like interest. A small daily action may seem insignificant today, but over months and years, it becomes unstoppable momentum. The person who invests time consistently will always outperform the person who only works in bursts. Consistency is harder than intensity, but consistency is what endures. And let us be clear, there is always a price to pay. You either pay with sweat now, or you pay with tears of regret later. You either sacrifice comfort today, or you sacrifice opportunity tomorrow. There is no escape, no exception, no shortcut. The successful are not those who avoid paying. They are those who accept the cost and embrace it. They understand that time, sacrifice, and perseverance are currencies of success, and they choose to spend those currencies wisely. So before we move forward, ask yourself this: which price are you willing to pay? The price of effort today, or the price of regret tomorrow? Because nothing is free, and this truth is the foundation of all success. Now let us explore 9 powerful reasons that prove why every victory has a cost, and why that cost is always worth paying. Reason 1. Nothing is free. Success always demands a price. Success is never handed out as a gift. It demands effort, persistence, and sacrifice. Every achievement you see has a hidden cost behind it. If you are not willing to pay that cost, you cannot expect the reward. Greatness belongs to those who understand that nothing comes without a price. Reason 2. Time is the currency of greatness. You can replace money, but you cannot replace time. Every hour wasted is an hour of growth lost forever. Warren Buffett calls time the most valuable investment. What you spend your time on today shapes who you become tomorrow. If you want success, you must spend your hours wisely. Reason 3. Discipline builds strength when talent is not enough. Talent may give you a head start, but discipline decides who finishes the race. The world is full of talented people who went nowhere because they lacked discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. When motivation fades, discipline carries you forward. And discipline always has a cost, but it is a cost worth paying. Reason 4. Sacrifice today creates freedom tomorrow. Every freedom you desire has a sacrifice attached to it. Financial freedom comes from saving and investing. Physical freedom comes from training and health. Success comes from sacrificing short-term pleasure for long-term purpose. The question is not whether you will sacrifice. It is what you will sacrifice for. Reason 5. Consistency beats intensity. One day of hard work will not change your life. One week of effort will not bring lasting results, but small actions, repeated daily, create unstoppable momentum. Consistency is boring, but it is powerful, and those who choose consistency over comfort will always rise above the rest. Reason 6. Failure is tuition, not tragedy. Failure is not the end, it is the price of entry. Every mistake is a lesson you pay for with effort, time, and humility. The greatest innovators failed more times than most people ever tried. Failure is not free, but its cost is cheaper than the regret of never trying. Pay the tuition, learn the lesson, keep moving. Reason 7. Effort compounds like interest. One workout does not make you fit. One study session does not make you wise. But daily effort compounds. Like compound interest in money, every small action builds upon the last. Over time, the compound effect of effort creates extraordinary results. Reason 8. Comfort now means regret. Later. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it steals your future. Every hour spent in laziness is a debt you will repay with regret. The easy path today always leads to the harder road tomorrow. If you avoid discomfort now, you are only postponing pain. But if you face discomfort today, tomorrow will reward you with freedom. Reason 9. Action today prevents regret. Tomorrow. Dreams without action turn into regrets. Plans without execution rot into disappointment. Every day you delay is a day you lose forever. The price of inaction is always regret, but the reward of action is growth, progress, and the chance to win. Now let us look at 3 powerful examples that prove this truth. The first is Nelson Mandela. He paid with 27 years of his life in prison. Day after day, he sacrificed freedom, comfort, and time. But he used those years to learn, to reflect, and to build unshakable strength. When he finally walked free, he was ready to lead a nation from division to unity. His story reminds us that freedom is never free. It is always bought with sacrifice. The second is Jack Ma. Before creating Alibaba, he failed the university entrance exam twice. He was rejected from dozens of jobs, even from KFC. But every rejection was a price he paid in humility and resilience. Instead of giving up, he chose to keep learning, to keep trying, to keep moving forward. And those failures became the tuition that prepared him to build one of the world's biggest companies. Jack Ma's journey shows that failure is not free. It costs effort, but it pays back in wisdom. The third is Elon Musk. When others played safe, he risked everything. He invested his fortune into Tesla and SpaceX, at one point borrowing money just to pay rent. He sacrificed comfort, reputation, and even the possibility of bankruptcy. But he believed that greatness demanded a price, and he was willing to pay it. Today, his companies reshape industries and inspire the world. Elon Musk proves that extraordinary visions require extraordinary sacrifices. And so the pattern is clear. From Mandela's sacrifice of freedom to Jack Ma's resilience through failure to Musk's relentless risk, every story shouts the same truth. Nothing is free. Greatness has a price. But here is the question you must face. What price are you willing to pay? Will you pay in discipline or in distraction? Will you pay in sweat or in excuses? Will you pay in sacrifice today or in regret tomorrow? Every choice you make carries a cost. Choosing comfort costs you growth. Choosing distraction costs you focus. Choosing laziness costs you opportunity. And all those costs add up to a heavy debt of regret. But when you choose discipline, the cost transforms into reward. When you choose sacrifice, the cost becomes freedom. When you choose effort, the cost multiplies into success. This is the law of life, the currency of greatness, the price of dreams. So do not be fooled by the illusion of shortcuts. There is no success without suffering. There is no victory without battle. There is no crown without the cross you carry first. If you want health, you must pay with training and control. If you want knowledge, you must pay with hours of study. If you want wealth, you must pay with patience, strategy, and hard work. If you want freedom, you must pay with sacrifice today. And the truth is, you are already paying. Every moment you spend in distraction is a tax on your future. Every excuse you repeat is an interest charge on your potential. Every day you waste is a bill that will arrive in regret. So why not choose to pay the right price now? Because tomorrow's freedom depends on today's discipline. Tomorrow's joy depends on today's sacrifice. Tomorrow's success depends on today's effort. So rise up. Do not wait. Do not waste. Do not whisper about your dreams. Fight for them. Pay the price, because every step you take is an investment in the person you are becoming. And when the world asks how you made it, you will not say it was free. You will say, I paid the price. I worked, I sacrificed, I persevered. And that is why I stand here today. So remember this final truth. Success is never free. It is always earned. And those who dare to pay the price today will live tomorrow without regret.